Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, and podcast. All the links are down below. And my affirmations list email is down below. And I'm going to start offering you guys audio rampages, like if you want a custom one. So if you wanted to get a specific job at a specific company, it's going to be exactly like how I do my videos, but it's just going to be custom to you, your circumstances. Maybe I'll say your name in them. They're going to be $10 per topic. So if you wanted one for SP, one for money, one for self-concept, it would be 30 because that's 3 different topics. The audios range for about 1 minute. So if you're interested, it's the same email as my affirmation list email. You just tell me that I want a rampage audio from you. Also, prices are subject to change. This is like my early bird new trying something new price. So whenever I try something new, it's always low. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about self-concept. And we're going to be talking about how self-concept is not only mental, but it's also physical. Self-concept is more than just you telling yourself good stories about yourself or you believing good stories about yourself. It is also reflected in your behaviors and or the behaviors you have the urges to do. Your urges and ideas come from a specific version of you, come from a specific state that you're occupying. So if you have the urge to start a business, it's because there's a version of you that knows that you're meant to start a business. There's a version of you that is successful in the business that you want to start. And in the same sense, a bad self-concept reflected through behavior would be if you had a business and you want to shut it down because it's been 3 months and you haven't had a single client or sale and you keep getting discouraged because you're like, nobody's buying my products, nobody's buying my services. That's a person who doesn't see themselves as successful. Your self-concept is low. You don't see yourself as successful. You don't see yourself as a successful business owner. You don't see yourself as a good entrepreneur. You don't see your brand as selling or your products are selling or your services as selling. You see yourself as a failure, like you're in a state of failure. So you just want to shut everything down because you feel like you failed. The idea that your business could do a complete 180, like maybe it blows up on social media and it sells out. Maybe one person decides to buy all your products or buy all your services. Maybe people finally decide like, hey, I really need this thing. And somehow you get found by people and your business starts selling out literally the next day. But that thought process isn't even crossing your mind because your self-concept doesn't align with that thought process. Your self-concept aligns with, hey, let's shut this business down because I'm a failure. If you are letting your 3-dimensional reality, your physical reality, anything you're seeing, tasting, smelling, touching, or hearing, dictate who you are and dictate the things you decide to do, your desire was never going to last in your reality anyway. Nothing in your life is sustainable if you keep letting everything external dictate how you operate, how you move, how you think, how you act. It is self-discipline. You condition your inner state and that will reflect in your urges, okay? If you condition yourself to be the most powerful person, to be the most wealthy person, to be the luckiest person, you won't be going out and looking for money in your couch, in between your couch crevices, in your pants. Maybe I washed money by accident, let me check my pockets. Like you won't be scrabbling for little drips and drabs because you have conditioned your inner state to be wealthy internally. And if your self-concept is high, then you know what you have accepted internal must be accepted external because the external is just a reflection of the internal. Get on your nervous system regulation and condition your body for a new energetic response whenever you have limiting beliefs or whenever something you perceive as bad happens in your 3D. Train yourself to not want to freak out and go force things, manipulate things, attach to things. You train your body for a new energetic response so that when you have a thought that says, let me send 10 paragraphs to my specific person and beg them to love me, or let me go stalk my ex on social media and see if they texted me, you don't do that because that is low self-concept behavior. Because they already did that. If that's what you want, you should be living in the fulfillment of your desires. You shouldn't be living in the lack of your desires. There's nothing wrong with having intrusive thoughts or urges. Like if you're trying to condition yourself to understand this new story, to identify with this new story, for example, you are back in a relationship with your specific person and you used to be a version that would stalk them, that would beg them, that would reach out to their friends and ask their friends to talk to them for you or something. And you are like, okay, I'm going to change my self-concept. I'm going to change my behaviors, which are also a part of my self-concept. I'm going to stop stalking. I'm going to stop doing this. And then you get the urge like, oh my God, where are they? Let me go text them. That's fine if you are redirecting yourself and be like, wait, I wouldn't be doing this if they were in my life. Okay, I have to live in the wish fulfilled. I have to be the person who already has them. The external doesn't dictate my reality. My circumstances don't dictate my reality. I have to become it instead of seeking it. If that's you, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with the old version of you popping back in every once in a while, being like, oh, go stalk them. Oh, go beg for them. Oh, go beg for money. Oh, go beg for a job. It's called intrusive for a reason, because we don't control them. Because you're not completely in this new version of you, but you're working to get there. That's fine. That's not the problem. But if it's coming up every day, like if every day you wake up and you're one step closer to forcing your 3D, you're one step closer to sending them 10 paragraphs, you're one step closer to begging this job to accept you, like you're not moving closer to your desired state, but you're moving back into the old story more and more every day, then there's something wrong that's happening within you. Like you got to ask yourself, why do I want to do that? What good comes from trying to force? What good comes from sending those paragraphs? Especially when you know exactly how it's going to turn out. Like, what good comes from that? The 3D cannot reflect what you're not being. And then you need to get rid of this obsession with the 3D needing to reflect something in order for you to feel peace. That's a low self-concept. And then y'all will be like, but I am being it, but I do believe it. If that was true, then your self-concept, then who you're being, would have a bigger impact on you emotionally and mentally and physically than the 3D does. The 3D has more control over you than who you tell yourself you're being, than the stories you tell yourself. So no, you're not being it. You're not believing it. You don't have a good self-concept. You wouldn't want to go out there and force if you were being it. When you're forcing the 3D, there's an implication of separation there. You think it's you versus the 3D, or it's you versus your desire. You're literally making it more difficult for yourself every moment whenever you think like that. Next time you want to go do something that you shouldn't be doing, first of all, you're stronger than your urges. You're stronger than your thoughts. You're stronger. You're in control of your own body. Stop acting like your body is controlling itself to make yourself go text your SP, to make yourself go check your bank account, to make yourself go beg. No, you're doing that on your own. So I shouldn't even be sitting here telling you how to control your own body, because I can't control your own body. That's you. But next time, regulate yourself, deep breathe, and then remind yourself who you are. You guys need to understand you are not manifesting physical change. I don't care how much you want your 3D to look like a certain way. That's not what you're manifesting. You are manifesting a change within yourself, being a different person. You are still the same needy individual. You are still the same no self-worth having individual. And then you'll be like, my 3D isn't changing, because you're still the same individual that seeks validation from external things, people, circumstances, situations. When you stop seeking, asking the limiting questions, forcing, wondering, waiting, looking at how long it's been, going out to your 3D and trying to make it happen, that's when you've manifested it. When you stop being that person, when you don't even care anymore. Like, y'all be like, oh my God, why isn't it here? Because you still are giving all your power to it, because you still care, because you still take this 3D as fact, because you still go outside and try to force everything. When you're not that version, that's when it's manifested. It's a complete mental change. When you detach from the version of you who doesn't know their worth, and you accept that having the desire alone, just having the desire, is the validation that it is possible for you, that's when you've changed. That's what your goal is. Your goal shouldn't be something physical. That's the goal. If you had a good self-concept, if you saw yourself as in control, you wouldn't be exhibiting behaviors that, one, imply that you're not in control. When you force, when you look, when you check, when you complain, when you question, that's implying that you're not in control. And two, imply that your desire isn't here. Again, doing all those things, you're telling your mind subconsciously, I don't have what I want, because why would I go ask my specific person to treat me well if I was in a healthy relationship? Why would I go file for bankruptcy if I was financially free? Why would I be searching up cheap used cars if I want a brand new car? If you think it is easier for you to go and force your reality than for you to fulfill yourself internally and just tell yourself good stories, you have a problem. You are not seeking, you are becoming, and there is nothing you can do in your 3D reality that will make your desires be yours sustainably forever. I need you to hear that. There is nothing you can do in your 3D that will give you sustainable results. You might have results like, okay, you go out and post something on purpose because you wanted to catch the attention of your specific person, and then it does. They're like, oh my God, you look good. And then you're like, thank you. And then they don't have a conversation with you afterwards. It's like, was that even worth it? What did that do? What did that do? And you shouldn't be feeling helpless in a world that you're creating. Like, you're in control. Again, if you do not see that, which is the whole point of this video, you need to work on your self-concept. Like, you should be having the inner conversations that say, I'm in control, I am powerful. You should be regulating yourself every time you want to react or go for something. Like, deep breathe and then remind yourself who you are. You should be telling yourself the new story of your desires. Like, if you want something, you should be speaking to yourself from the POV, from the point of view of the version of you who has the desires, who are not seeking. And if you're still giving power to your 3D reality, work on self-concept. It all just comes down to that. So anyways, the choice is yours. You do what you want to do. But for the people who are actually here to incorporate and change their lives and reprogram themselves, that's it. And with that being said, that is all for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye!